but be careful.
I don't think so.
Somebody just tossed me into some chocolate.
Alright, so I'm going to talk about why the Dark Knight is a all-around one of the best superheroes of the DC universe. So first off, as far as what makes him best, I'm not just counting physical abilities, but other skills, feats, and how he overcomes limitations. So just some background on the Dark Knight. Bruce Wayne lost both parents in a mugging in an alleyway, inspired him to begin his lifelong crusade against crime. He began intense mental training at around the age of 12 and physical training around 13. So he's 6'2", 210 pounds, and he's supposedly undefeatable if given prep time. So strength. He's been recorded as to be able to lift up to 1,000 pounds. One example was when he held up a falling ceiling while fighting wolves. It's a pretty good read. He can bench press 2,500 pounds, and he can fight against the best of them, like Superman and Darkseid, basically the equivalent of gods, on a daily basis. And one of his greatest strengths is his indomitable will, allowing him to overcome huge walls, such as being buried alive or being injected with fear toxin, so he's paralyzed with fear, and overcoming that fear to go and beat whoever did it to him. Next slide. So tactical skills. He's a genius detective, which means your weaknesses, it's really only a matter of time until he figures them out. He's an amazing tactician. He's rumored to be one of the best. And he's such a great tactician that he created in Justice League Tower of Babel. He actually created contingency plans for if any of the Justice League members went rogue, which included lighting the Martian Manhunter's skin on fire, paralyzing the Flash, freezing Rubber Man, and so on and so forth. So his tactical skills are unparalleled in the DC universe, and this really does help when he has to go up against a foe like Superman, who he can't quite keep up with in terms of sheer physical strength. So, next slide. Combat skills. He has mastered over 200 fighting styles, but it's believed he's also mastered every other fighting style on the planet. He's trained under ninjas, Buddhists, monks, the best in each field, really. He uses fear as one of his greatest weapons. Sometimes for interrogation, just his appearance alone is enough to get him the answers he needs. And he's recovered from major injuries, such as Bane snapping his back in two. He was able to go into hiding, recover, and then come back stronger than ever. And he has utilities for any situation. So he has, the utility belt alone has a button to call for the Justice League if by chance something's just a little too great for him to handle. He has also command teleportation to their space center. It also carries plastic explosives, neurotoxins, batarangs, smoke bombs, a fingerprint kit, cutting tool, grappling hook gun, torches, a breathing device, lockpicks, and a kryptonite ring from Superman. So he's basically prepared for just about any situation that you could throw at him. Not to mention, the ones I listed are just the ones he usually carries with him. So if something extreme comes up, he can prepare for it with a different tool. So again, tools. The bat suit is made of a combination of reinforced Kevlar and titanium. It's bulletproof, resistant to damage from explosions and falls, flame retardant and insulating. And the gloves and boots are actually designed to absorb impacts from when he punches something or kicks it. And the gloves have the metallic blades on the side. The cape lets you glide. The cowl has lead to protect against X-ray attacks, more specifically Superman's vision. The cowl also has infrared, night vision, auditory sensors, and sonar, and its own security system to prevent you from trying to pull any funny business if you can't defend himself. It also has a video and audio transmitter. Again, there's a lot more. The bat rope, batarangs, the bat boat, the bat cycle, plane, and of course, the legendary Batmobile. So some of his feats were he's defeated Superman on multiple occasions. Two specifically were in the Hush comics and in The Dark Knight Returns. He's dodged Darkseid's Omega Beam, which is supposed to be undodgeable. And he, again, created contingency plans for every member of the Justice League, which they ended up being stolen, and they actually did work on almost every member except the Martian Manhunter. And he's earned the respect of Superman and Aquaman, both a god and a king, respectively, and the respect of really the entire Justice League, especially because he's one of the founding members. And, of course, can't go without mentioning the legendary gladiator battle of Batman versus Superman. Now, the movie was loosely based on the Dark Knight Returns comics, and it's been a long debated battle, but he's won this 1v1 match before. So in the Dark Knight Returns arc, the president sent Superman to fight Batman because he was causing a whole bunch of trouble politically, and Batman had a special suit designed to augment his strength to keep up with Superman. And with a little help from Green Arrow, he designed an arrow that was able to paralyze Superman long enough to get the point across that he could have won. And I have a quote here from that movie. We could have changed the world. Now look at us. I've become a political liability, and you're a joke. I want you to remember, Clark, in all the years to come, in your most private moments, I want you to remember my hand at your throat. I want you to remember the one man who beat you. And after this, he specifically says that